A single farmer, alone in a machine that costs more than most houses, can now harvest an entire football field of wheat in under 6 minutes. That's not science fiction. That's Tuesday on thousands of farms right now. And the machines making this possible aren't just saving time. They're turning ordinary farms into million-dollar operations. Today, we're breaking down exactly how. Farming used to mean sweat, manual labor, and razor-thin margins. But somewhere in the last 2 decades, agriculture quietly became one of the most machine-driven, data-obsessed industries on the planet. The farmers making real money today aren't necessarily working harder. They're working with machines smart enough to make every acre, every seed, and every drop of water count. Let's start with the machine that changed everything: the combine harvester. A modern combine harvester doesn't just cut crops. It threshes, separates, and cleans grain in one continuous motion, all while driving itself in a near-perfect straight line using GPS. Some machines can process over 2,000 bushels of corn in a single hour. To put that in perspective, that's work that would have taken a crew of 12 people an entire day, done by one operator before lunch. But here's the part most people don't realize. The real money isn't just in speed, it's in loss reduction. Older harvesting methods could leave 5 to 10% of a crop behind in the field. Wasted, unharvested, unpaid for. Modern combines use sensors to adjust in real time, cutting that waste dramatically. On a large farm, saving even a few percentage points of crop loss can mean tens of thousands of extra dollars in a single season, without planting a single extra seed. Now picture this: instead of a tractor rolling over every inch of a field, spraying fertilizer or pesticide evenly, a drone flies overhead, scanning crops with a camera that sees more than the human eye ever could. It detects which patches of the field are stressed, diseased, or thriving, then sprays only where it's needed. This is called precision agriculture, and the economics are staggering. Farmers using this technology report cutting chemical usage by 20 to 30%, while catching problems like pest outbreaks or nutrient deficiencies weeks before they'd be visible to the naked eye. That's not just an environmental win, it's real money. Every gallon of chemical not wasted is a gallon that didn't need to be bought in the first place. It's not just crops. Walk into a modern dairy barn, and you might not see a single farmer. Robotic milking systems let cows walk up and get milked whenever they want, day or night, while sensors track each cow's health, milk quality, and even how much they're eating. Here's the twist: cows produce more milk when they're not stressed by a rigid milking schedule. Farms using robotic systems have reported measurable increases in milk yield per cow simply because the cows are more comfortable. And because the system runs itself, one farmer can now manage a herd that once required an entire team working in shifts around the clock. Now here's where it gets almost unbelievable. Some tractors today can plant, plow, or spray a field with no driver at all, guided by GPS, accurate to within an inch. The farmer can be checking data on a tablet from the porch while the machine works the field on its own. This isn't just convenience, it's labor economics. Farm labor is one of the hardest costs to secure, especially during planting and harvest season, when every farm needs workers at the exact same time. An autonomous tractor doesn't call in sick, doesn't need overtime pay, and can work through the night if the weather window is tight. For many farms, that single fact, never missing a perfect planting day, is worth more than the machine's entire price tag over its lifetime. But here's what's easy to miss in all of this. Every one of these machines exists to solve the same ancient problem farmers have always faced. Nature doesn't wait, and neither does a family that needs to eat. Behind every one of these million-dollar machines is still a farmer trying to protect a harvest from a storm, a herd from disease, a season's income from going to waste. The technology changed, the stakes never did. So the next time you see a massive, high-tech machine rolling through a field, understand what you're actually looking at. It's not just farming getting bigger, it's farming getting smarter, turning thin margins into real profit, one precise, calculated decision at a time. The farmers making millions today aren't the ones working the hardest. They're the ones who figured out how to let the machine do the heavy lifting so that they could focus on the decisions that actually make the money. Which of these technologies surprised you the most? The robotic dairy barns or The tractors that drive themselves? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to see how these machines actually work up close, make sure you're subscribed for what's coming next.